Guys, hey guys, welcome back to Kadic Reviews. And this one is a big one. Back 2 years ago, I did a total season by season review of one of my favorite TV shows, the French anime slash CGI show Code Lyoko. In fact, if you missed out on Code Lyoko, the review, I'll give you a link to the playlist in the description so that you can catch up. Why am I back here again? To finally talk a year and a half later about the follow-up, the fifth season. And let me tell you, as a Code Lyoko superfan, when it was announced in 2012 that this show was coming, I was excited. Then I saw it in 2014 and was intrigued. Now, I finally watched it in 2015 and I'm disappointed. For those unfamiliar, Code Lyoko is about a group of young middle school students, although in native France they're more college students. What makes these college students so new and different? Well, they have a supercomputer that runs on quantum physics, mainly discovered by one Jeremy Belclaw. Where the series picks up is right after the end of the animated series that ended its run all the way back in 2004 with a very open-ended and not too clear ending, with questions abound. And Evolution picks directly up. We catch our Lyoko warrior kids, Jeremy Belclaw, Auric Stern, Adela Robia, Yumi Ishiyama, and of course the enigmatic and one of the loves of my life, Alita Hopper, going through yet another year of schooling. But it seems to be a peaceful one, it seems, seeing that at the end, spoilers, Xana was shut down and stopped from taking over the internet. It's been a year since then, but all of a sudden, Xana reappears on the internet on a random day in school. And it's due to Alita's hunch that the supercomputers turned back on once again to investigate the weird reappearance of the supervirus. The biggest improvement to Evolution is of course the CGI, taking more of a cue from its formerly animated counterpart. The CGI is expertly done, and Lyoko has gotten a total redesign, albeit two of the sectors, the forest and the ice sector, no longer exist in this Lyoko. Plus, the towers themselves have been redesigned into towering black obelisk looking designs, giving them a more ominous dark present appeal, especially when they change from the color white to red when they're activated, and the fact that the towers move out and have movable joints. This gives the towers almost a scary effect. And they look much better than towers previous in the animated series. But I would digress if I didn't bring up the biggest change in Code Lyoko Evolution. The fact that they have gone half live action, half CGI. with brand new live action actors playing the roles of our Lyoko warriors. And let me tell you, their looks compared to the original characters from the animated series are nearly spot on. The looks are contemporary French, as they should be. But the characters look and act like they should. Every character is in perfect zone here. Special points though given to the actress who got Aelita's role. Well done, young miss. You honor me. You have done a fantastic job doing that role, and you should give yourself a hand. In fact, the entire cast should. Even sub characters like Jim are done brilliantly by their live action counterparts. But there is a new addition to the cast, a young super genius known as Laura Gunther, who seems to be Jeremy's rival in the show. But she ends up being drawn into the battles against Xana too when Jeremy needs a little smarty help. And yes, even Code Lyoko has caught up with the technological times. Instead of basic cell phones, they now use smartphones and tablets. The factory computer itself has been redesigned, and the graphics look absolutely beautiful. And the factory itself has been meticulously redesigned to absolute perfection. The makeup artists and set creators should also be praised for their excellent work doing Evolution. Of course, I watched the entire series in French with English subtitles, and the subtitles were pretty well translated. Considering I don't know French, I'll just give them added points for the subtitles. When it comes to the overall plot and writing, though, one of the strengths of Code Lyoko as a whole, it remains intact. The writing is brilliantly done, character conversations flow, and have a ebb and flow of perfect beats. They look very, very good. However, it is the plot itself that may leave you scratching your heads. There are a lot more questions left unanswered once again, just like in the end of the animated series. Not everything is hammered out, and you'll probably leave the series with a lot more confusion to the main plots, especially in the new villain known as Dr. Tyron. He supposedly had a hate-on for the creator of the supercomputer, Franz Hopper, and has created a computer of his own alongside with his own personal virtual guard, the new monsters known as the Ninjas, that are a nice addition to Xana's normal beret of monsters. Plus, there's a new sector that has to do with the ninjas, known as the Cortex, a beautifully designed second core zone as of late, that is supposedly, according to the show's own lore, been there before the Scythio sector, Sector 5, in the main animated series. Plus, the Lyoko Warriors also get a new toy, the Megapod. And it's pretty damn cool. By the way, it's like putting two of those Tron 2.0 bikes together and giving it spider abilities. but the virtual forms themselves pretty much remain unchanged from their Season 4 looks, except for Aelita and Oz. Aelita's have a color scheme change from black to white, from white to black, and Oz has more stripes, and his laser arrows are more given their own space. Plus, he looks more cat-like than ever. Other changes are that Yumi has a bow staff as well. And of course, the formerly evil William is now a good guy proper in this series as well for Code Lyoko veterans that remember the end of Season 4. But that's also one of the biggest problems with Evolution. It follows too much of the common Code Lyoko beats. Not so much simple plot lines, but pretty much the same way that episodes used to end, they still end that way. With a tower deactivated, a Xana Spectre defeated, and by the way, the Xana Spectres are creepy to see in live action being performed, and as a new twist to the formula, now all the Lyoko warriors can deactivate towers, not just Aelita, which was the common thing in the animated series. But the addition of Laura, the new quote-unquote semi-member, is a wasted opportunity, seeing that she is never properly virtualized ever once in the series. There is a tease that she was, but it never followed through. Plus, the fact that she was promptly removed near the end of the series from the team makes the introduction of the character an almost useless piece of information. Plus, it makes Jeremy look like a dick and an even worse character than he was in the animated series. And also, of note, the signature theme song, A World Without Danger, is unfortunately completely absent in Evolution, which might throw some fans off. Although the start sequence to Evolution is impressive, and the new Lyoko symbol is a nice thing to look at the start and transition, the new Lyoko symbol is not, however, used universally in Lyoko proper, which is another wasted opportunity. In fact, in summation, Code Lyoko Evolution is exactly that, a giant missed opportunity. Plot lines are still at the wide open speculation. The new characters aren't utilized properly, and Lyoko's new look, although impressive, is not completely followed through or done right. The new human villain, although intriguing, is not properly used correctly, and the show still follows most of the classic Lyoko beats almost too much to a T. For old school Lyoko fans, it's nice to see the Lyoko warriors back again. The only bad news is we still, even 8 years of the fact, still don't have our answers, and that's really, really depressing. That's why, even though I'm the ultimate Lyoko superfan, hell, I named the channel half after it, and plus, if you can't see the Lyoko symbol in the logo and know that I'm a Lyoko fan, I can't really help you. But unfortunately, I have to give Code Lyoko Evolution some harsh truth, just like I did in the review. Code Lyoko Evolution only gets a 6 out of a possible 10. Because of the missed plot beats, bad character introductions, and the lack of answers, Code Lyoko Evolution will leave veteran fans, once again as before, wanting more, while new fans are lost in the dark, seeing that this is a direct continuum from the animated series. Plus, the live action beats may put off some of those Lyoko fans and make it feeling not the same. When we return to Kadic Reviews, we return with 2 reviews. One for Season 2 of Knights of Sidonia, an earlier review, and also another Season 2 of an earlier review. We go Netflix original with Season 2s of both Knights of Sidonia and the dark satirical comedy BoJack Horseman. Until then, find peace in your own nirvana and keep that remote hand